Hi guys, I'm just going to be doing a very quick trade breakdown for this BTCUSD trade I took yesterday, right? So I'm going to be taking it all the way, first of all, from the daily. And if you look to the right of the daily, of my chart rather, you can see that the weekly was bearish, right? So if we even go to the weekly very briefly, we can see that this 2 weeks ago or so, this is this week, last week. So last week candle, there was a weekly breakout, a sweep of this previous weekly high. And what does that mean? All of this as target, right? So that just makes us like super bearish on all counts. So my trade breakdown, like more of the thought pattern came in from the daily. So we have this daily breakout to the downside, and this one also to the downside. Now this one to the downside here, this one right here, is also overlapping with a 4-hour key level. That makes it very strong, right? Makes it very strong. And it's equally overlapping with, it's also overlapping with a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap right here. This whole zone is a fair value gap, and that key level is overlapping with it, and it's also overlapping multi-time frame with a 4-hour key level. That makes that zone very strong. So I'm really confident that something should happen, right? But I didn't see anything on the 2 hours. I didn't see anything basically till I got to the 1 hour, right? So as soon as I got to the 1 hour, I just waited. I also had this 4-hour liquidity. Let's go back to the 4-hour quickly. I had this 4-hour liquidity. This 4-hour high as my liquidity. It was taken, cleared out before it then fully tapped into this zone. I came down to the 1 hour, always looking for, three of my criterias were already confirmed. Weekly bearish, daily bearish, 4-hour also has given to me a breakout since, anyways, to the down. No, not there. Yeah, here. So 4 hours has also given to me a breakout to the downside. Because so many of my criterias met. And then price, no, sorry, what am I doing? That's today's trade. Here, rather, 4 hours has given to me a breakout to the downside, right? So number one, weekly bearish, daily breakout to the downside, 4 hours breakout to the downside, 4-hour liquidity taken. Come down to the 1 hour. Let's look for a nice entry. And then I see this right here is a 1 hour engulfing, a very, very quiet 1 hour engulfing. And really, that was all it took. I just set my entry right there at that 1 hour, engulfing, and immediately the candle closed. I think it was around 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock. 1 hour candle closed. The next thing was my 11 p.m. candle, and then triggered. Was already selling. Price then came back even later. I think it was due to news. Tagged a lot of other people, and we took the trade. Smooth trade all the way down to the target. A very simple trade. For me, it was a 3.5 or 4 hour. I'm not really sure. I think it was a 3 or so 4 hour. And that was it. So this is my entry right here. Immediately after that candle closed, I was just right into the trade at 12 p.m. That was it. Right, I hope this is helpful. Have a wonderful day ahead.